How does that look? Does that look okay? Danse. I'm Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Welcome to my community, and everyone is welcome to come and join. I am very grateful that those who come in and listen to me tell some of my prayers and some of my story time. So I am very pleased that I'm still allowed to come on here and do my best. It's been a kind of a hectic around here, but physical therapy today was kind of hard, but I'm still here. Yes, it does hurt, and I am a strong woman to handle all the pain. So they say if you can make pain, it's a progress, it's healing. So this is true. You have to go through the process of feeling the pain to make yourself better. So I am grateful that I am walking around here, and since last Wednesday, um, I have been going through so much, and I do want to say I thank those who have donated and sent out their condolence to me and my husband. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. But I always say, remember, think of your family first, your bills and stuff. And if you donate $1, $5, I appreciate it. All those who will be helping me out, my husband. But I also want to know I had gotten some emails about protection medicine bag. And when those who do want a protection medicine bag, make sure you're sincere, because it takes all my energy and to put all the focus into it. Dansei Pat, thank you. Many blessings. Thank you. Everyone, hit that like button and then subscribe so I can get up there. And well, I'll give you some information. We did get the services going, and we got the funeral home. Everything's going good. So it's just the process of June 5th coming along. Been keeping my husband very busy and making sure things. Oh, sorry. I had PT today, physical therapy, and trying to bend my knee all the way back under the table. That's what they were doing, and seeing how much percentage I have when you bend the knee. So, like this. Here's your hip. There's your knee. Here's your hip, your femur bone, your knee. So, and then bring it up. Oh, wait, this way. So you guys can see. And then bring it back. The calf, and then the foot. So I'm doing that for about 10 minutes, and then let go and do it again. So then I was in between two bars and try to do steps. This time the steps were bigger, so it's like a regular step for me to do. And you got to do the bad leg first, but it didn't. It was still a little high for me, but I did it anyway. And to try to push up, that's where it gets me. But I still do what are they called? The clams. So, but let's get to this. I hear that people are saying what kind of cryptid really is around where people are trying to understand. And then they're saying there is something. Um, One of the council ladies was telling me today, because I didn't go on one of them today, but they're saying that there is something different out now that's coming out, and they want to know, well, how are the humans going to react now in Idaho, and Idaho, and then oh, Wyoming. They're saying that there's a different creature. That one of the ladies was bringing in her cattle, and she told the council on her res that there is a different kind of a footprint. It looks like a human toe, human, yeah, toes, but they're like a V. Oh, there we go. No, like a V, and then you can see the hoof. So she was really curious, what was it? And so now they posted cameras, and they found a couple dogs um, torn apart. So there's definitely something that we need to investigate. And again, I cannot travel yet, but it's very important to let others know it's not a deer, it's not a grizzly, it's not a bear, it wasn't. They don't think it was a wingalo, but they're really trying to figure out what is it that's really out there. The lady says she's never seen it. She says it's not a nistak, which is another way to say satanga, a Bigfoot, um, squatch. Um, she said it didn't have like the smell of it, but she felt like something was there. So now that it's traveling from Iowa to go up towards Wyoming, and in the it's like in the middle of Midwest and East. It's like it's traveling, but there's not just one. There's 5. So they're going to put cameras out in the woods in her area, and then they're going to go about maybe 5 acres, 10 acres down more. I told him I believe you should try 50 acres and then put cameras, 7 cameras, like a triangle, because that way you can get some kind of reading or image and knowing what it is. If it's something that we can, Dance, Tennessee, much blessings. Thank you for coming to community. So I believe that there might be something else. So I will know more because we have another I will attend to the Zoom meeting tomorrow morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, and that way it's like 7 7 o'clock in the morning, and I know also, and the Navajo Res too are having some different kind of sighting, and they also told me that it's not a winkalo. There's been some, but there's been like the it and the chavacala has been around. The chavacala is it looks like a javelina almost. It stands about maybe 3 feet, and the head is really long. It's almost as long as an alligator. So, there's many things are coming out more and more. And, the government shot one and now is trying to see what it is. And I'm really surprised that Navajo Nations has allowed that for the government to really come on, because I know we had spoken many times that we are not going to um, allow them any longer. Excuse me. And my relative there lives on the res of Navajo. And they were telling me they've seen sightings of Satangas, the Bigfoots, but there's more of a Wingalo coming out and the it. Now, the its are really down deep in the canals or the caves there, and you can see how it's been trying to lure other animals, and we were trying to think, why hasn't it left any tracks? And my son, he's a forest firefighter up in Phoenix. So he's around, he can see up and down even Navajo Mountains. There's very little trees, but the caves there, we all have to make sure that, they trug, so in case there is a fire. And he was telling me there's different prints. And he said, Mom, I've never seen this one. He sent me a picture. And I said, it kind of looks like a Wingalo footprint. And he says, I thought so too, but I don't know. And I said, well, I will talk to John Horn. He is one of the councilmen there in Navajo Res. And I did send him a message, and he hasn't gotten back to me. But it's something that is out there, and it's more coming out. And I believe the government is really doing something. I have felt it many times when certain channels go out and investigate. I've picked up the government being around. As people call them, men in black. But they have gone, because I can always sense there's someone else, and when I try to feel if it's an animal or a human, and then I get the structure of the face. So yes, the government is really coming out, following other channels that what are they investigating. Sometimes when you hear the helicopters, it is military helicopters. So it's very interesting to know that they are looking around and trying to see. They're trying to find out more information. If you're out there, do an investigation in who are you calling to see, or they must be segregating the field. That was the airplane. I saw it come very low. They're doing the fields here, the cornfields here. So that means he just drilled it. Yeah, he's coming around again. I tell him, when you do, don't spray over my house. I don't like that stuff. I have 2 hummingbirds been coming more frequent to my window here, where I have a little drinking spout. It's a little drinking spout, and then my husband put like a bar from my window to the wall there, where they can just rest. It's a little tiny, tiny, tiny stick. And then I was thinking of putting another drinking thing for them right next to it, but I couldn't find one with so they can sit and drink. I was trying to think of the animals to feed. We did get a couple skunks, and they were in my yard. And I went out there this morning, and well, hello there. Are you a female or male? Oh no, oh, you're a couple. Ah, okay. Are you trying to do something here? If you're gonna do any, do it over in the corner of that tree and behind the shed there. Because I have my clans that come and visit me. I don't want you spraying them. They smell enough already. So, but again, yes, I think many things are coming out. And um, there was a channel that wants me to come out, and I think it's Tex something. He said he would like to interview me about Satangas and the Dogmen and our indigenous native laws. And I told him I would have to think about it and talk to my council, because I just can't get up and talk to everyone. Now I can do it on my own channel, and when the community asks questions, if I'm allowed to answer that question, I will. But remember, we do have laws, and where some things we're forbidden to speak of, like the it. The reason why I say it's a it is because we all call it that, because we're not allowed to call that name. And there's a TV show of it. I'll start with an S. And because you're inviting them into you, and you don't want that. No. But there are many things in life that we have to already worry about. I tell my husband, I says, let's not worry about it, okay? Because this is part of life. So, as things are being from Mother Earth and growing, I'm sorry, I'm being rude. Would you care for one? Would anybody like? I'm trying to put smile on my face. Oh my goodness. And these are not new. They're my old ones from before. Here's monkey glue and tape. It was like this. Putting them on. Oh goodness, it's really blurry. Oh my. So I know there's many things going on in Oklahoma, Ohio, up in New York and Virginia. What is that one in the bottom? Missouri. Um, you're welcome. I thought that was funny. um, these are all the points where we're seeing different creatures, cryptids coming out. And they had asked me and other councilmen and women, what is that is drawing them out? Well, Mother Earth is changing. She's, there's a lot of things that are changing. I just heard a knock. Somebody wants to come and visit. When you are sleeping and you hear a knock, that means a loved one has passed over and has been, the person is, their spirit is not in between. It has crossed over with the Creator. This is the fourth one I've heard. I told my husband, I believe she's doing better. She's not in between no more. I can't feel her when I try to sit down and concentrate with her. I don't feel her in between because we have allowed her to go. My husband, I've helped him allow her to go. Many relatives have helped her to go. But they say that it comes in threes. So when the Creator says, my child, I come for you, you will feel it, you will sense it, and you will see him. So that time, and because life is not guaranteed, and I speak this for everyone, life is not guaranteed, but you want to make the most of it. So it is that you want to be proudly and stand together in any nations. Be thankful, be kind, and accept that person. They might not be nice, but you said, many blessings to you. I give the Creator the healing that you need. That's important because even the Satangas, Bigfoots, their energy that comes with Mother Earth, and they also pick up others. Now, you have to remember when you are out there, you they could be passing right in front of you, not see it, but pay attention with your glasses, the lens. If you are, oops, no, I'm not ready to end this yet. You're going like this, trying to, but the camera will pick it up, but also the lens. So, and I tell many people, watch and pay attention, be kind, speak to them as you want to speak to your children or your loved one. Hello, I'm here. I'm not here to harm you. I just come to enjoy Mother Earth with you. If you care to show yourself, I'll be grateful. I won't take anything from you. And then you will hear knocks, or maybe they might answer you and say in a low tone, woo, woo, woo. Or you might hear like bird whistles. When I would go to my clan or back home in Blackfeet Res, up in my Wyoming and everything, We would, I don't know if I can do it because I have candy in my mouth. Blow like this. That's called a whistle. This is what we do to whistle, not like that. We go like this to whistle, and you hear different sounds, and they love that. They really do love it. I know mine does. My clan back home, the clan in Alberta, they do. Many people say they have different clans. Very true. How many toes do they have? Between 6, 5, and 4. I've had people contact me. What do you mean they have 4? There are some with 5, and there are some with 6. I have not seen any more than that. But when I tell you you're on live or live with me and you're doing an investigation, and I'm telling you, if you look maybe a couple feet more, you might find a print. And you're going to tell me if it's human or not. And you look and, well, I think it's a human. Look good, because they tell you how to pay attention if it is or isn't. It's the width of their foot, because all humans, even those have wide feet, they do not match. They don't have that large, that the line that goes over the foot. We have arch, but we also have a deep arch. Some are flat foot. Now flat foot, you won't see nothing there. You just get the toes printing in the back of the heel. But and they will also tell you of the toe prints. It tells you how deep it is. You can calculate the weight of that Bigfoot Satanga. There is many that females that are larger than the males, but you have some males that are large too. We were investigating this one clan over in Turtle Island in Canada. Mama Rainfeather's clan. They're kind, but they're aggressive. If they don't know you, they'll rush you off because they claim that's their area. They've had it for many years. Mama Rainfeather had worked with them for over, I think, 50 years. She has helped me to learn about her clan. And she explained to me as I was growing up what the orbs were. And she says, you really, really got to pay attention to the trees. Because not just up in the trees where they can make the portal, they can also make the portal in the tree. They can also make the portal of an X. They can also make a portal right by the water. So there's many different things, and some humans don't understand, and they still are curious, and that's okay because no one knows but them, or aliens, or any other cryptid. Now, everybody's noticing that the Bigfoots are coming in, the Satangas, but they're also noticing that the aliens been coming out more. Now they're saying the aliens are interacting with the Satangas, the Bigfoots. It's not necessarily that. Aliens too have been here over thousands of years, and I guarantee there's aliens that will make to look like a human, because they're trying to learn more and more each year, each day, about us human beings. So someone in the comment on my video and told me that I was full of it. I don't cuss, remember that. That I was full of it and that I was BS. I asked this person, I'd like to talk to you. I like to get in your brain. Well, no, I was told that you can try to. If I can, I'll ask you permission first. But I don't waste my vision on any human beings. I vision out there. What the Creator and Mother tell me, what blends in, tells me. So I pray on it and I smudge myself and I says, grant me. Because I want to make sure that what he's saying that I don't know, well, my friends, I'm too old for games. And, you know, you're only 35. And he goes, how'd you know my age? I said, like I said, I can say things and I can bring up things from your past and you won't like it. And this person told me that I was BS. I says, well, then let's find out. Let me tell you something. If you don't be careful, you're going to end up back where you were for 10 years. And I'm done. I don't need to communicate with you no more. You don't have to watch my channel no more. You don't need to even go on my page. And if you keep writing nasty stuff, I'm going to spread it out like it's a fire. So he says, well, bye. Now, I haven't heard from him for a week. Now, this afternoon, I happened to check the emails because I was getting a package ready. And sure enough, there was a whole page of apology. His friend told him, do you know who she is? She's very powerful. She is a good woman. She's helped many. And he showed him, I have a bag from her. And he says, wow, okay. But she hasn't done anything for me. Because I don't know that person. And I care not to, because if you're going to speak negative, then I don't need you. And I'll pray over you. But you have to understand, you're trying to attack a Bigfoot. And then you go and post a picture. But when I looked, and then I blew it up more, you know those metal, the people make the Bigfoots out of tin? That's what it was. I caught him on it. And he said, no, it's no. Because it doesn't leave its hands out like this. It would constantly move and go into the tree again. And then look, or it will go up and you will see the eyes. So don't challenge me. But it's okay. Like I said, I do love challenges. But when it comes to the nitty gritty, don't get hurt if I correct it. Let me see what I miss in here. CP, don't say my friend. Oh, yeah, that's what that is. Tennessee. Um, Tennessee, yes. We believe that some have gone. It's like I was saying in each of my videos that they travel. When one is up to his prime where he needs to have his own family and see if he can go with a different clan. It's just like me marrying my husband's Mexican and a little bit of Native. I'm full. So it's like me and him getting together. That's how the clans do the same thing. So he will take a distant one and they go and travel. And then they make their own. But we know, and I read this somewhere else too, and I think it was one of yours and one of Thomas's channel. And Cryptid Research, I believe. There was 5 channels that I was going over, and they has asked me the same questions. Do you believe any other clans travel to other states? Yes, they do. You got to remember, when you're sending your child off at 18 to make him a man or a woman, that's the same thing. But we do know that there's a family that came from um, Canada up that way by Minnesota, and they were coming down towards you guys because up in Minnesota and the border of Canada, there was 5 clans there, and now there's only 3. So 3 have merged down and neither multiple with the other clans. Some of the indigenous natives researchers, we have a communication with them. They go out and scout and investigate to make sure all creatures are not being attacked. And we read the trees and we go over many caves and see where in the mountains there's always water. You will find a little cave, and if you're thin and small enough, you can go in. Sometimes it's big enough for you to go inside, then you will find the drain of the water. There might be waterfalls, or the pool is down below, and then it leads to a different canal. So yes, we do all that, and we communicate with each other. This is why we have many Zooms, and those that have interest in cryptids and Bigfoots and the It and the Rake Monster, the Wingalo, the Swamp Man. Now there has been for many years. They're trying to say it's a man that has some kind of figure, and that's what we're trying to figure out. So did I answer your question? Oh, thank you. I hope I get new ones too. I know my bifocals are where I need, because I'm constantly working on the hands and doing the small needles with the beads, and the beads are really, really small. Just as well as, okay, here we go. Remember I had showed these before, the little dream catchers. I was making some red ones, orange and green. Neutral colors, I wanted to bring it out because it's the summer. So, yes. Oh, so do I. In this one, I have, the bread twisters from the bread. I, I was over there like this. See, there's the white. See? I was over here trying to hold it like this. And I was going like that. My husband's, what are you doing? He goes, go put my glasses on. I said, okay. Oh, and I put, oh my God, yours is strong too. We just took him to get his cataracts too. So I was able to see a little bit, so I did. I got it in the hole and twisted. I said, but those ones is different. It came out of the latch. So, but as long as I can see, I'm fine. I mean, I can see far, but I can see this. But I have to squint to look at. I'm like Jack. And I'm way older than Jack. Oh, good Nado. Thank you. Well, I tell Wilma, your wife, thank you. Um, I asked her to be friends on Elder Medicine Bear Claw page on Facebook. Because again, I want to keep my personal now. So, yep. Okay. Oh, I guess he left. Oh, thank you. Um, I did send out Karen's tobacco. She did purchase a bag of tobacco, and I sent it off. And if Henry comes on or is watching, I sent out your protection medicine bag. Um, I gave you some tobacco too. It should be there Monday or sooner. Because every time they tell me it's 3 to 4 days. Sometimes you get it faster. So, and it is what it is. Do the best to send it. But again, didn't expect all this. Um, will say, I did tell my husband, because when it comes to our children, even the children that I have sponsored, um, if I'm in a daze, it's because I'm channeling. Something's calling me, something's giving me a vision, and I said something's wrong with one of our children. So it was very hard for me to say it, and my husband said, "You were right." And I told him, "I'm sorry, I didn't want to say anything." He says, "No, you've never been wrong with me. Out of all our years, you have never. Raising another mother's child and sometimes don't care. But me as a mother, I don't care if you're black, white, green, yellow, orange. I'm going to welcome you and I'm going to raise you to the best of my knowledge. I'm going to make sure you finish the education. If I can, I'll send you to college." That's who I am. I love children. I love people. But sometimes you have to understand people to willing to work with them and help them sometimes. Because sometimes they make wrong decisions and they don't know how to answer it. Or they say they're big enough, they can do this. Oh, by means, go ahead. But this mama says no. So, but I've learned now that I will not butt into any of my children that I sponsor. If they need me, they can call on me. And that's how it is. But I have many that I have sponsored, and I do reach out to them. I do communicate with them. I ask how they're doing and what have they been doing, or if they're keeping up with their channel, or Um, or are they moving? How are the children? Because their children is my great grandchildren. So there. A black one. What else does it have besides black? Because I don't. There might be black and white. Black and white are no territorial. They're protecting their domains around, and it's usually a clan that tells them to go and watch over. That's what I thought. Usually, so you have a clan that's very close to you and that you don't quite know yet. I believe this is the one that's trying to know you and Matt. I think your son's named Matt, right? Matthew? Oh, Jackie, always. 24/7. Just because what I'm going through, I'm always here. They are very interested in Matthew. I do know that. Um, you, if you see some little energy balls, which are orbs, you might find little white ones around him. Those are the clans that's coming out. They're reaching out to him. They feel him. So, and they're close. Just sometimes too close and you don't even know. But they enjoy what you're doing. So, and they're giving appreciations to you. Because I apologize for trying to fill off you, but your son comes. And that's what I'm seeing. And then I see the orbs around him. So. Hmm. Now, remember when he does go out, because there's two different clans. And I won't be surprised if you see little footprints, two different footprints. Correct. I thank you for that. Because they are family to me in our nations. They're family to us. Many are scared, but they're only trying to protect the land, Mother Earth. Many people get that very confused. They think, oh, is that a bear? No. When they come close, you can feel their energy, and it's a exciting feeling that you can feel. Sometimes it overwhelms you, and you have to say, okay, you're giving me a lot. Be kind, please, just a little at a time, because they want you to know they're there, and they respect you, so they want to have you feel them. Now, different clans like in Ohio, Michigan, and PA, and let me see. Let me pull it up so I. Illinois, Massachusetts, and Kentucky and Tennessee. You guys are getting a lot of the clans from Canada, Kansas City, Illinois, Ohio, and Kentucky and Georgia. These are the clans have been traveling, and they get many different signals to travel. So many are starting to come down and get with other clans to make it strong in the area. So they hear it from their higher up, their medicine satangas, Bigfoots. Yes, there is one. And they give them, they're the one that tells them where to go, where to merge with the other clans. But some clans get aggressive with them and they end up having to fight. But if you come in peace and you show them you come, and it's really important. Some we're asleep, but you'd be surprised you can feel sometimes. What is that noise, or what was that making the house shake? Right, the eyes. Yes. hmm The clams that come off. Um, if you see the mist coming, that's usually them. That is a certain clan you have in your area. There's another clan that has really bright orbs, and I believe it's the female trying to interact with Matt. So when you interact with them and you praise them and you welcome them, they observe you, and it's usually for a while, and then they will go ahead and accept you. And knowing that you're not gifting them every day or every month, but you're gifting them as a pleasure, and that you respect them. So it is very, very important that you don't overdo it, because they do their own hunting, believe me, they do. Um, their diets are very different. So some aren't and some are good. So, but I'm sure that since they're connecting with Matt, he can feel. And what they'll do is they'll put it in his mind and let him know. Heather, welcome, welcome. Many blessings. Hi, hi, hi. Thank you. Um, there's many people that have different communications than others. You know, Sangha has his clan there, and I'm aware of his clan. Delihi, which is Josh, um, I'm aware of his clan. His clans, they're very tall. They're most of them are very tall. Um, he goes out and investigate in his area also, and he leaves apples and stuff. All I ask is that they like pineapple, believe me, but they try to break it. Some can, and if the pineapple's right, they can. They'll beat it on the tree. But it's like if you're gonna gift them pineapples, slice it. That's all I ask. Apples are very easy, even for the young juveniles, even the babies, because the babies are born with teeth. I know that my clan up in the border where I am, we she was with the baby, and the baby was like a child of a 5-year-old. Now that's a big baby. Some are really small, small, and that means they're not getting the right protein and food, and they have to look for their protein out there. Yes, it's from Canada. I believe I said that too. Question. Because they want to interact with you in your mind. They'll try to tell you in your mind, and what you're going to do, you're going to be like this. And then, okay, I'm fine. Now, what was I doing? It's not that you're getting zapped, it's that they're trying to communicate with you. They will, they will also they will bring you a gift. It could be a rock. It could be a bent branch tied around. It could be something shiny, like a glass they found in the mountains or something. They'll bring to you, or they might bring you a marble from a different area, or they will try to communicate with you. And if you're doing a lot of investigation or just hiking around, and this one sees you constantly, then they're trying to know what are your intentions. So it's okay. It's not that you're being zapped. They're trying to communicate. You'll know also with you get the hair on the back of your neck or your ear. Like, you know how when your ear kind of itches? It's the same thing. Oh, when you mow the lawn, they like the smell. Because this is what I had been studying with them since I was a young girl. And when I was taught to track and understand the Satangas and the Bigfoots, yeah. When a female Bigfoot Satanga passes and she is with the baby, um, what they'll do is they help push the baby out because they speak to the baby. And what they'll do is if it can't, then they will open her. And then they will dig up to 8 feet. Then you see that mound, and then you know if there's rocks on top, and if there's a stick like a cross or baby little X's around, that's telling you a mother's passed of giving birth, or a mother has passed. So when you pay attention, when you are out hiking and you see a mound and you see moss on it and everything, that's okay, because they're being reborn. Sometimes it is very difficult because it could be larger than what they are expecting. They're just like us women, and it's painful. Um, Sometimes, excuse me, I have to rotate myself. Tennessee, I think you need to tell me another question. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. Uh, I know that many people are wondering, moose, elks, deers, why why does or why aren't they scared of the Satangas, Bigfoots? Certain clan are. They don't want to be in the same dome with them. And it's like, I'm hungry. It's feast time. Very rare do they even want to eat them, honestly. Physical therapy kind of kicked my butt. So, oh, okay. Again, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, but it helps me. I'm trying to grow my channel up, and I seen that other people shared my um, channel on their friends, and I'm really thankful. For the new clan, if you have berries, put berries and then put a little tobacco on next to it. Not a lot. Oh, I don't have mine here. No, I'm not taking mine out. Just a little pinch. And have that conversation with them. I welcome you here to Mother Earth. We share together, but please don't enter my home. This is my privacy. But when I come to your out here, I will not bring no harm. And believe me, they will. They will come and they will tell you. Um, don't overdo the berries with tobacco. But also, you can ask them. Tell Matt to ask them, is there something they want? And what they'll do is they'll put a picture in his head. You can say a prayer. Tell him, you know, thank you for coming this way. Um, I'm trying to understand you. I'm trying to communicate better. Because humans don't know what they they say or want, they try, but they can put it in your mind and tell you that is the truth. And you can ask them, and you can tell them too that we share the land here together. Most blessings, and you're welcome. Um, I wasn't gonna stay too long because I do want to take a nap. I'm already getting drained because I was reading on you. Sorry, I apologize. That's why I said I think you have another question. But I am so grateful for everyone. Again, I am Elder Medicine Bear Claw. And if you're looking for a protection medicine bag, you can contact me. Let me put this down for you. Here you go. And we can discuss about the medicine bags. I still have this package of the smudge sticks. There's lavender, cedar, white sage, and pine. I have, I think, 2 more bundles I need to bring out and roll them up, put them in different sticks. Oh, hi. Many thank yous. Yes, I'll be looking forward to that. Does anyone else have any other questions? Kelly, CP's been sponsored by me. A lot of different tribals. Actually, there's 8 now. 8 tribals agreed. And they named her Kili, means hawk with eyes, which is, I'm very honored. I'm very grateful for many of the council women around our indigenous tribals. They do look up to me for many wisdoms and different medicine herbs, and I send them their way, and they tell me, Nistra ishe, tinka ninakra e kaya. In other words, means your power healings bring better to joy. So I do, and I continue to do. Even I get drained, and it's okay. I'm willing to take it in me and fight for you so you can be more calm and ease. And I do. I drink the river water, spit it out, smudge, put it over my ears, and tell being banished, you're no longer with them, you're no longer with me. That's how I became a strong woman. Believe me, in my young age, I was getting a lot of gray hairs. And my daughter's, Mom, please, Mama, let's dye your hair. And I dye it. A few hours later, it was dark. So I think that was, 35, 33, something around there. I tried all this right here is has tried to cover it. Not even a day lasts, and they all come back. I says, I meant to show it. Mm-mm. Mama Rainfeather said, if you guys got time, I'll tell you a story. Mama Rainfeather told me, she says, Mama Bearclaw, you're intelligent. You're very powerful. Your grays are meant to tell you that you yourself love many. And then my husband's like, what'd she say? And I said, oh, I'm loved by many. What do you mean you're loved by many? He was thinking I had a lot of men that loved me. I said, no, because she doesn't speak very good English. And he was trying to listen. So, and I do try really hard to help many people. This is why I make my channel, so I can give you some wisdom and tell you some stories. Because it's good to share indigenous native ways, even if we don't live on the res, and those who are willing to work hard for the money and build a home for the family. So they say many wash, but I don't. I go further out. I want to help those that are in need. And even if it's a non-relative, I believe that, like Mama Rainfeather says, we believe many trees come up. Many humans want to tear down the tree. But we give our heart with each beat. We cry for the tree goes down. So many times when Mama Rainfeather told me to watch, listen, and they'll start coming. And I would say, I'm willing to learn and do what's necessary. So if you see a red hawk come around you, open your hand out like this and see if it'll come to you. Because it will. You'll feel your energy to come to it. You say, come, be my friend. Some are actually searching for food. Mama Rainfeather says, watch. Oh, excuse me. Mama Rainfeather told me one time, watch this. So we were up in Canada, over in Turtle Island, and the powwow's going on, and you can hear the women singing, la, 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 la. And she says, it's time. I said, okay. So we kept walking away from the circle where everyone is. We walked about maybe 50 feet, and then you see the tree line. So we went behind the tree line, and as we entered, you can smell. And she says, watch. Let's call them. Woo, woo. She does it louder than me. And I said, well, let me just play the flute. So I got my flute from behind me and I played it. And she's doing hers. I'm doing mine after hers. We got woo, woo, like that. That's how we know they were around, because they were celebrating too as we were dancing and singing. Stories like that, hearing from Mama Rainfeather, and me cherish it and bring it to my children and to other people. Because they say other people don't understand Sasquatch and Bigfoot, but they are. They're they're beautiful. They're just like us. They think of us, well, who are these people? What are they? They do the same thing. But if you respect each other, present yourself calmly, and they will come to you. If you ask them, I wish to see you, just a glance. Some will come and they'll show you. Some will just give you their scent, and that's it, to let you know that presence are there. I I can't forget the smell. You never forget it. Mm-mm. If you've been around investigating, you know, even with the wingalos, you might think it's a deer. Concentrate enough to see what it is, because it might be down, but when it stands, it's higher, it's taller. But just be careful, because you don't want your soul come out of you. And you say, oh, I don't want you. No, no. I believe who you are. I don't want to know you. I want to be around you. Thank you. And walk away. My husband says, why do you always say thank you? Because it's important. Because you never hear it enough. You never hear the word Kinias Nakas, means I love you. I will tell you in all different languages if you like, you know. Usually when as I'm walking, Nishnaka I love you. I love you. I will come back. Me, I do miss my clan. Where like my husband and I were talking about Willamaka, and I asked him, "Is there tree lines? Many trees? Is there woods there?" He goes, "You're an Indian girl that loves mountains and woods." Yes, I do. I'm sorry. That's where I was raised. That's how I was able to understand life and to swim in the swamp, in the little creek, in the river, and beat up the boys. Yep, that was me. Me being a little toughie. That's how I got to learn. So, and then picking up other languages, the other native tongues. So, yes. Okay, I told you a story. I am going to be happy. I'm going to be blessed by you. I do truly thank you for coming on my channel, being in the community, listening to me and watching me. I truly appreciate it. I'm very honored. So remember, the beat of your heart and the eyes, it looks, it sees out there. And any loved one will always be in your heart, just like your heartbeat. And you allow them to see through your eyes. As the Satanga says, the beat for them is strong. To share the love is strong. Bring peace. Little fruit, but peace. Okay? Hi, hi. I thank you. Many blessings. May the Creator heal you, those who need the healing from His hands. And If you need a prayer, you need something, you need a protection medicine bag, please email me. I thank you very much. I send my love to you. Many blessings. And I see you in the next video. Bye-bye.